President Trump has been briefed on the FBI report reviewing allegations of sexual misconduct against Brett Kavanaugh by aides, but has not pored over the information himself. It was unclear on Thursday morning as the White House barreled ahead with the judge's Supreme Court nomination whether the president had spoken to Kavanaugh since the report came out by phone. A spokesman for the president and Kavanaugh couldn't say when the last time they spoke was and whether they had talked face-to-face since the judge was accused of sexually assaulting at least 3 women, including Christine Blasey Ford. Rah Shah said that White House officials who had read the FBI's supplemental background check report were confident that Kavanaugh would be seated on the bench when the Senate takes a vote this weekend. The report was sent to senators to read on Thursday morning, ahead of an expected final vote on Kavanaugh's nomination on Saturday. If senators draw the same conclusions from the report as the White House, they will mostly be left in the same position as last week, weighing contradictory and heartfelt testimony from 2 individuals about an incident that allegedly took place more than 35 years ago. Their decision will shape that the investigation was completed on Wednesday, according to the Wall Street Journal 2 days ahead of schedule. White House spokesman Raj Shah tweeted overnight, saying, "The White House has received the Federal Bureau of Investigation's supplemental background investigation into Judge Kavanaugh, and it is being transmitted to the Senate." This is the last addition to the most comprehensive review of a Supreme Court nominee in history, which includes extensive hearings, multiple committee interviews, over 1,200 questions for the record, and over 500,000 pages of documents. With this additional information, the White House is fully confident the Senate will vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. But Democrats could still attempt to thwart Kavanaugh's nomination amid broader concerns that he lied to senators during his Judiciary Committee hearing. Jeff Flake, the Republican senator who launched a bid to have the FBI investigate Kavanaugh, has already indicated he could vote against him if it is proven he lied. During a testy exchange with Amy Klobuchar, Kavanaugh denied ever drinking to the point of blacking out and said he didn't have a drinking problem. But on Wednesday, Kavanaugh's former roommate James Roche accused him of showing contempt for the truth, for the process, for the rule of law, and for accountability during his hearing. Roche and Kavanaugh shared a 3-person room at Yale College for several months in 1983, when he claims the freshman regularly drank until blacked out. Chad Ludington, Liz Swisher, and Mark Krasberg, former Yale students who knew the now judge, have also indicated that he lied about his past drinking. Meanwhile, Kerry Berchem, another Yale alum, claims to be in possession of texts that show Kavanaugh knew about allegations from another sex accuser, Deborah Ramirez, days before they were made public. In sworn testimony, Kavanaugh said he didn't know about the claims until after they were published in The New Yorker. Democrats have also raised concerns that the probe was not thorough enough amid concerns that the White House limited its scope. FBI agents contacted 10 people and interviewed 9 of them, the New York Times reports, though it is not clear why the 10th was not interviewed. Senators will be allowed to review the report from 8 a.m. in a secure room at the Capitol, or else be briefed by select members of staff. A preliminary vote is then expected to take place on Friday, before a final vote as early as Saturday. Roche, Ludington, Swisher, Krasberg, and Berchem say they were not contacted by the FBI, despite going public with their claims against Kavanaugh. Meanwhile, 2 other anonymous figures told CNN that they contacted the FBI with evidence including the names of people who may have witnessed Kavanaugh allegedly exposing himself to Ramirez at a party. However, both those people say they were brushed off by the agency. Ramirez is the only one of Kavanaugh's 3 named accusers to have been interviewed by the FBI, who did not speak with Ford or Julie Swetnick. Swetnick claims she witnessed Kavanaugh behaving inappropriately to women at parties, while drunk. President Trump has denied that he ordered the FBI to limit its probe, saying he instructed agents to question whoever they wished. Democrats have asked to see a copy of the directive that was sent to the Bureau for the sake of transparency, but have been brushed off. Mitch McConnell has also said the report will not be made public, as is typical for such background checks. However, colleagues across the aisle have argued that the extraordinary nature of this case warrants full disclosure.